welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Penn State Nittany Lions and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and we are keeping a close eye on the weather, along with help from Holly Rowe.
This is a bright and beautiful day, but I can tell you the temperature is chilly. Not always used to these kind of temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm to see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The run inside. It's eyes. And they're able to get him down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
All the bounces going the kicker's way right here. That was just at about the extent of his distance for a field goal, and the crossbar helped him out, putting 3 up on the board.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the run, it's Hansen. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Back to the ground with the running back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Quickly complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hansen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game, and here you go. The opening drive of the game, great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it, and a lot of times because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Slams ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, that hurts because 2nd down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's 3rd down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Here's the pressure. He's on the move, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Calandria. Makes the catch, it's Hunter. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Looking to throw on 1st down. quick completion on the out. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Huskers have this offense rolling. Running inside. It's Ives. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's up for the Buckus Award for a reason. He's one of the best, plain and simple. He's so good at just triggering and IDing what's happening in the backfield, David, and he can shoot those gaps. You saw a couple TFLs in their last game out. He does it again here early. Just possesses those instincts that are hard to coach.
Instincts and the speed. Like, just, he sticks out. He looks like he's running faster than everybody else. He knows where the ball's going. I love the way they blitz him, bring him downhill. That's why he gets to get in the backfield and get those tackles for a loss.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Finds a man on the left. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top as we get a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Turning it on. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Ives. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Nebraska! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Caught at the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Finding an escape route. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Run in the red zone, it's Hansen. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. Got it! He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Penn State!
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he's going to bring this one out. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The play action fake. He's going to fire deep. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. To the air, it's Calandria looking to scramble. Makes the catch. It's Hunter. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here.
And the QB finds this guy again for the second time on this drive. Nice job creating explosive plays, finding the speed, finding the matchup, and now this offense is in a good position to go down and get some points.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Pressure coming. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Huskers headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Here's a Heat. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Fourth down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Husker! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Beck. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looking for room. It's Hansen. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And finally, we see a little bit of that which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his...
Going over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ives. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
If we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Makes the grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all...
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Arizona State taking on the Eastern Michigan Eagles. And it's the Sun Devils, hoping that the clock hits zeros while they're still in front. A victory today would move them to 8-1 and catapult this team forward as they make their stretch run.
They keep it on the ground to open the third.
Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabs it in the middle. And he's got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. The option, the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The run inside. It's Ives. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Great job by this defense knowing exactly where the marker was. He needed to get it to the 30, and they stop him at the 29. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback will keep it. He didn't make it. He needed one, and he's going to lose one instead.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your...
Got a little grass. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game. Sent it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Back to throw, it's Beck. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Hansen.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires downfield. Complete to the right. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Nittany Lions go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Handoff for Peoples. There's some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've reached a break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And to open the 4th quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Looking for a deep man. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
On the run, it's Ives. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Cornhuskers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Well, Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, habit, which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They'll start on the ground with People. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Peoples again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off play action. Under fire. Unleashes one. Working that left side.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Here's a gift to Peoples. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Off the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Rushes on him. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
With the win today, they're now